Fabulous people, welcome to the channel for all the babes who create their own life trends. My name is Anastasia, and today I'm going to show you exactly what you need to know to travel from Europe back to the US. You've all been asking me about the procedures, about the requirements, all that information, and I decided, since my mom is visiting me here and will be going back to the US in a couple of days, I'm going to show you on her exactly what you need to do to travel back from Europe to the US. So today I'm going to cover it all with you. But before we begin, I would be so grateful if you smash that like button, and if you're new to my channel and my vibe and the vibe of this channel resonates with you, I would be so grateful if you consider subscribing. All right, fabulous people, we are going to start with the PCR test. We have an appointment in about 20 minutes, so let's get going. Sure. How was it? Honestly.
Honestly, I don't like this. I didn't like this.
Guys, she was crying the entire time. It was worse than in the States, in a sense that they really went for it. Alright guys, I promised for everyone who will be traveling to Paris and will need a testing, so pretty much this is the location. This is the main piazza in Parikia, and then if you look straight here on the second floor, you enter through here and then you go up to the second floor and the testing is right there. Alright, fabulous people, here are a few other things that you need to know about the PCR test if you are traveling to Europe and then coming back to the United States. The first thing that you need to know is that you need to do the PCR test 72 hours prior to your departure. So that is very important for you guys to keep in mind. It has to be done 72 hours prior to your departure to the United States. The next thing that you need to know, especially if you are on any of the Greek islands, like I am here in Paros, is that you can't just show up and go do the testing. You have to call prior and schedule an appointment. And you guys saw the phone number for those of you who will be in Paros that I found for you to call and schedule that appointment so you can do the testing. And finally, the price that I paid, well, my mom paid for the test was 60 euros. So for you guys to kind of know more or less how much the test will be in Greece, and I'm sure in Europe more or less it's going to be the same. When I was flying from Italy to Greece and had to do the testing as well, it was pretty much the same. Just like in the US, your test results will arrive to you by email. So I always say triple check the spelling that they have of your email address so you have no surprises. So make sure to do that. And another thing for you guys to keep in mind, because I know you asked me in the past if you should print the test results or you can just bring them electronically, and the answer is they accept both electronically and printed version. One very important point that I want to make is that if you are planning on traveling to Europe and then going back to the United States, it's very important for you guys to contact specifically your airline and to find out all their testing requirements for the travelers. Because a lot of times what happens is that your friends or family or someone you know traveled to Europe and came back to the US, and you ask them what was required of them, and you assume that the same thing will be required from you. Now, most of the time, in general, that is the case, but at the same time, every single airline leaves the right to themselves to modify what they need for you to bring on board of the plane. So make sure that you are contacting specifically your airline to find out what they need from you. For example, my mom will be coming back to the United States with Delta. And in addition to the PCR test, they actually ask her to also complete the CDC attestation as soon as she receives her PCR test results. So it is something in addition that Delta requires from you. So very, very important, guys, and you will find that same information on the official government website, they do strongly encourage you to contact specifically your airline and to find out what those requirements are. All right, fabulous people, I hope that you found this video informative, useful, helpful. If you still have any questions for me, please feel free to leave me a message. You guys know I respond to everyone. One thing that I would really kindly ask of you, if you can just please, if you ask me a question, to leave it in the comments down below or under the picture of my Instagram or under a video of my Instagram. But when you guys ask me a question publicly and I respond to you publicly, this way your fellow travelers can really benefit from that information as well, and that will just save me so much time instead of responding to the same question over and over and over again. So please make your question public. That will just help me so much and your fellow travelers. And before you go, remember to smash that like button. And if you are new to my channel and my vibe and the vibe of this channel resonates with you, please consider subscribing, and I would be so happy to welcome you into my community and in return to give you so many tips, tricks and inspiration from around the world 3 times a week. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. The biggest kiss from Greek islands.